Hey, what's happening, Bulls? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Appreciate the patience. A little bit of a slower content, especially with the trades, due to mostly me moving house. It's a big move, having a big move at the moment, so I appreciate that. But I hope you enjoyed the market cap module. It was released a couple of days ago. Very important market cap. You need to know market cap for many things, not just in the crypto industry, but it comes from the stock market, comes from all assets in general. You need to know market cap. Is probably arguably the most important thing to know. When people ask me what they should learn first, I say understand market cap. So I finally got a video explaining that. I've got a couple of secondary sort of videos coming on that, nearly finished. Just taking a little bit longer than expected. But if you go onto the website, if you're a member and you click this, known as market cap, in this module, you can hear the big man with his market cap on and understand what the hell market cap is. So very important to know. And these sort of skills, it's not just for crypto. You might, who knows what your future holds. You might start trading commodities, stocks. The things that you learn with us can be translated. They're all just markets. We love crypto the most because it's the most volatile. It's the most fun. It's emerging tech. And it runs 24/7. You don't have to wait for no bullshit open and close of the stock market. So anyway, I don't want to sit on too much news just in case Steezy is doing a news video this weekend. I'm not sure what surprises he's got in store for us, but I do want to just cover USDC circulation grew by 100 million in the last 7 days. Very bullish when stablecoins are printing because that's more money coming into crypto. What do you think they're going to do? Just sit on the stablecoins? Potentially, maybe a bit of yield, but I doubt it. USDC hoping to fill the gap of Tether because Tether's being apparently banned in the EU. So one thing goes, FUD replaced by something else. A little bit of AC action. So what I want to talk about really is just where we're at, my opinion. And just keep it smooth. I'll keep working on these market cap modules after this and we'll roll on. But where the market is right now, I'm wondering if the bottom timers are coming out because it's starting to look a little bit more interesting to me. What you have here is the Bitcoin chart. As you know, we've been in this range for a long time. Over here, you can find the date range button. And we can go from here all the way over to here. And it's basically been at the same, on around the same price, in the same range for 116 days. That's like coming up to 4 months. No wonder people are getting bored and impatient. But what do you expect when the market has just done crazy things? So there's 3 types of things that happen in this market. There's the good times, there's the bad times, and then there's the boring times. A lot of the time, the boring times will take up most of the duration. You can, please excuse me, you can see that just by flicking over here. Had a couple of good wins, not much content. This is the trade ideas, and then good times. Look at all the green, 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 green. You know when the good times come, right? That is when we take massive, massive advantage of the situation. Heaps of green. So they come, they go. The boring times precede the good times typically, and then the good times, after the good times typically comes the bad times. So if you are struggling at the moment, then just come to the reality that it is you, and you just got to work out what you're struggling at and how you can improve it, because everyone can do better when it comes to trading. You can improve in many ways and you can have many approaches. Maybe active trading isn't for you, but keeping your pulse on what's going on and just sitting on some long-term bags tends to do well for a lot of people as well. We've had some mad altcoin updates from Steezy as well. You can see that there's been a lot of randomness in the market, a couple of here's and there's. Me personally, had some very good gains on Brett and Basenji. So what I do after having big gains on big trades is I typically tend to have a couple of weeks off trading, because even though I feel like I'm emotionally fine, when you make when you make gains that even surprise yourself, you know, somewhere in that subconscious, that it's going to make you a little bit different in your approach. Like, for example, feeling a little bit more confident than you should be, or taking a little bit more risk on than you should, and being more tempted to break any sort of rules because everyone feels good after a big win, right? You feel like you've got some momentum, but the reality of that is most likely that momentum doesn't exist. It's just fictionary. There will be an announcement soon, but as you've noticed, the Trade Ideas channel is pretty dead. That is because the people that I have paid to send us trades are mostly Americans, and they are not really sending me anything. So I'm not paying them. They're not sending me anything. It's a bit of a stalemate. So I have to come up with another approach. And what I'm thinking is a bit of a trading competition between us members. As you know, if you've been around, all of the membership money goes back into this business. Haven't paid myself once, not a single time have I taken money from the group and spent it on anything other than the group. So what we can do with the money from the group, and probably have to put in some money of my own, that's fine, because I love this group and I love the members. We'll do a bit of a trading competition. We might start off small, work our way up, and whoever wins the trading competition gets the prizes. Simple as that. I will announce the rules and regulations. I've basically decided on what's going to happen. And if I win the competition, the prize money will just roll over onto the next competition. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Well, let's do that. But watch out for Steezy, because he will get the money. So it's a win-win, really, because if you lose a trading competition, someone else wins, and you've probably copied their trades and you've made money anyway. So it's just like, yeah, it's a win-win. It sounds like a good time. So working that out, and we will get stuck into that very soon. Just gonna run a couple of ideas past Steezy, see what he reckons, and then we will go from there. Yeah, so just do competition blocks. Anyways, we'll talk more about it, but just a little sneak peek. Excuse me, a bit of a raspy, a little bit cold. Yeah, so let's just talk about Bitcoin price, and then we'll wrap it up, and I'll keep working on these market cap stuff, as you can see down there. So what we're looking at here is nearly a 4-month range. You can call it distribution or accumulation. Nobody knows until after the fact. You can just only make assumptions, and hope that your assumption is right if you're putting your money where your mouth is. What you can do, like with ranges, sort of stuff like that, you can just sort of get like rectangles, like horizontal lines, and box them off. As you can see, if we do something like this, I'm just grabbing like, see, top. Obviously that was a bull trap extension, bit of a feedback loop there, sent it higher than it should have been. And then you can sort of break things down, see into these little price areas. If you don't really understand what I'm doing, it definitely will come to you the more you try it yourself, or the more practice that you have, or the more you watch this. So you sort of got like a range. I typically use a G box, but I'm just trying to show you here, like, you know, this 4-month range where you've basically been more or less long in these areas. And then this is this midsection of the range. Anybody that shorted it here, and here are all in the money. You know what I mean? So ranges, you just expect for them to continue. Something that did change though recently was the volatility load down. So you got blue bars on the BBWP. That means maximum volatility contraction under 2%. So volatility started contracting. You got a bit of a liquidity grab, and then the move started happening. But what is interesting now is the move is slowing down, as you can see here. So this could be a head fake for a larger move. That is what my money is going to typically be on. If you see something that's, if you see a volatility expansion where the blue bars are turning into like red bars like this, it typically goes like that, and the move would have been much larger by now, because this is a daily chart. One candle equals 1 day, so it's a far bigger move, greater move. The fact that the volatility is contracting again typically feels that it's going to base out, and this ended up being what's called a head fake. So it tries to expand, but ends up most likely just being a liquidity grab in the opposite direction before sending off. This is starting to look relatively bottomy. So picking a bottom is impossible, but you can assume, and you know, as it gets further in the piece, your assumptions of when the bottom is are most likely going to get closer to being right, obviously, because time's passing and the bottom's going to get closer. But what we do have here is massively low momentum here and here. On lower time frames, you've got a lot of RSI divergence. If you know what that is, I'm sure you'd be able to find it or take my word for it on the 4-hour, 6-hour chart, stuff like that, medium-term time frames. Man, sorry, the throats. But yeah, you've got low volatility, and then you've got momentum basically completely reset. You can see what happens in the past when momentum's at low. You seen what happened here? It was a low down there, and then it went up from there. So I'm actually expecting something like that. I am bullish on the price action. It is starting to look a bit bottomy. I don't know if it is the bottom or not. I do have a long on Bitcoin at the moment, leverage long on our trading account, but that was just completely signal based on the 30-minute chart. sorry about the coughing. In. We've got extremely low volatility on the blue bars on the 30-minute chart, coming off a low, signaled under the moving averages. It's the blue one that I go off. This is just how I've been trading. Still back testing and forward testing this, so I haven't published it yet. I know, but I'll basically, if you watch these videos, you know what I'm doing. It's 30-minute chart, blue bar. If it's under the 100 EMA on the 30-minute chart, I open along. I set the stop loss at 2%. I stagger the entries, and I take profit on the volatility expansions, just like this. So that's it. But yeah. We will one day. Anyways, another thing that looks bullish for Bitcoin as well right now is the funding rate. It is still grinding lower, but what I did notice on some exchanges like Bybit, for example, there's a negative funding rate up here. Negative funding rate. That means more people are aggressively trying to short than long. More people are trying to go short than they are long. And then if there is a negative funding rate, that means nobody can do any carry trades anymore. So nobody's just shorting for the funding rate. So shorting for an interest rate, basically. So what people will do, I've explained this before, but I'll just say it again. If you've got a lot of money, because the funding rate can actually be quite a large amount of money. If you're just getting paid in it as like an interest rate every 8 hours, it pays you. And what you can do is you buy a Bitcoin spot and then you short Bitcoin. So you've got exact identical positions. And so like if that goes that way, your total amount still remains the same. But what you're doing is you're collecting interest on the short. But if that doesn't work and the funding rate's going from negative, it's going from positive to negative and stuff, then you're not collecting the positive funding rate anymore. So you close your short. And to close the short, you buy back Bitcoin, therefore pushing the price up and closing your short. So yeah, and a funding rate that's turning negative is very bullish, especially in low volatility times when people are doing that. You can see Binance, where is it? Binance predicted's getting low, Bybit's in the negative. A lot of them are starting to grind down, so that's also relatively bottomy as well. We'll just have a quick look at the American stock market. Again, sorry for the coughs, man. American stock market is just grinding up still. All-time highs a couple of days ago on Tuesday the 18th. All-time high. American stocks have never been higher, ever. And, typically either crypto leads the stock market or stock market leads crypto. They lag one to the other. But you could see money rotation come. But, stock market going up. Crypto is basically an extension of the tech sector. So if stock market's going up, it is bullish. This could be toppy. I mean, it's starting to look a little bit like it wants to roll down, but who the fuck knows? It can do anything. The dollar, we've got that typical saying for the dollar above here, risk assets get wrecked. This has been here since, we've had this written here since, like April 2023, over a year ago. The dollar's just been grinding. But yeah, this is clearly key resistance up here. And like I said, you got a range. I'll just clear this up for you a little bit. You got a range, boom, boom. And you just expect the range to continue. I would just expect it to go like that and then like that, just like what it's been doing for over 2 years, man. So if this starts going down, then yeah, typically that's bullish for crypto again, and you expect crypto to go up. We will do some more looking. We covered ENS recently. Bit of chicken scratch on there for you. Covered ENS recently, talking about how we like to buy strength coins that look strong. ENS was one of them. The other two, GRT and NIA, Probably not as good. I know this one's doing all right though. This one is still looking unbearably strong. Just come over near, looking pretty average, like most altcoins right now. You can see here the old ascending triangle did not play, followed the broader market, and GRT quite like the same. They're all just ranging, so the market's quiet right now, and yeah, it's hard to buy strength when there's not a whole lot of strength. So that was the whole thing, the whole deal with the video that we made the other day. Is just like we're looking for strength, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You can't always be right, and sometimes the strongest ones still got fuck all in them. Anyways, just expecting Bitcoin to continue up eventually. Market's super bullish. That's about it. Keep working on these modules. Once I'm finished moving, next week, appreciate it. We will bring in the trading challenge, and the altcoins will start. Altcoin trades will start going and landing into these trade ideas channel. Believe you me, I'm excited for that. So please, again, like I said, we got crazy good times, bad times, and then boring times. This is just one of those boring times. Great time. We've got 30 modules now, 30 modules on the website, plus heaps of other shit on the website. Like, just come over here, you go boom, come onto the website, bang, takes you here. If it loads sometime at one point, oh yeah, here it is, bang, you come over to, man, over here on the members section, the home center on the Blockchain Bulls website, there is shitloads of stuff, courses, education, shit everywhere. Look, bang, technical analysis, Bible, you want a bit of light reading, here it is, like everything that you need to know, all included in your membership. Like, what else do you want? I've got 30 modules plus all this. Just have a little look around. You'll be able to find something. Anyways, I'll leave it there. Bear with me, and take it easy and take it home. See you, boys. See ya on the other side.